than Sandor, Jordan outranked him when they served in the Persian Gulf. "Well," Sandor said, "maybe peace and quiet are overrated." "Yeah, tranquility is a bitch," Peter said, then uttered a short laugh. "So, what about you? How do you like your new gig? What are you supposed to be, a reporter or something?" "I'm a journalist, if you don't mind." "Oh, yeah, a journalist. Beautiful. You talk about transition, man. I suppose you don't miss the good fight, huh?" Sandor faced forward again. He had an uneven nose, earned in too many close-order scuffles, and a jaw etched in a strong, firm line. His complexion was tanned and a bit weathered for a man not yet 40. His hair was brown and cut just long enough to allow him to run his fingers through the waves, front to back, which he habitually did when he took time to consider a question or reflect on something that troubled him. He was doing that now, his dark, intense eyes visualizing something beyond his actual line of sight. "I gave up the good fight the day they left my men for dead in Bahrain." "Yeah," Peter said as he shook his head. "Bastards." After his tour in the Middle East, Dan returned home to finish his military career stateside, take his pension, and disappear. Jordan remained abroad, working on special assignments until an undercover team he was assigned to in Manama was betrayed. It had been more than a year since that incident in Bahrain. The day after they pulled him out and left the others behind to die, Sandor submitted his resignation from government service. "Not everyone comes home." Jordan nodded. "Strange how things never work out the way you figure." Jordan let that go, too. "So what about this Ryan guy we're going to see?" "What about him?" "What does he think of the quiet life now that he's back?" "Well, you're the journalist. You ask him." "I will," Sandor said. Peters rolled down his window, letting a cold breeze whip through the car. "If this guy was really a mercenary," Jordan said, "he's got some explaining to do before I'll believe a thing he tells me." Peters turned to his old friend and showed him a crooked grin. "Good old Jordan, Mr. Black and White. The mercenary business is immoral because you play for money, but if you put the same guy in a uniform, underpay him, and send him out to shoot someone, that makes it okay." Sandor shook his head. "You sure know how to wave the flag, buddy." "Yeah, I suppose so," Jordan said. "Flag's not the problem." Morning sunlight sparkled on the trees, an October's spectacle of colors lining the road as they continued on Route 32 toward Jimmy Ryan's house. "Close your window, will you, Dan?" Peters chuckled as he put it up halfway. He was a burly man with wide shoulders and thick arms. "Blood a little thin these days, Sandor. Winter's coming, you know. Time to bulk up." He patted his ample stomach, evidence that he no longer bothered with the physique he had maintained while he was in military service. Sandor, who was still trim and fit, eyed his friend's gut. "If it's all the same to you, I'll pass on the donuts and put on my jacket instead." He grabbed his sport coat from the back seat, pulled it on, and rubbed his hands together. "So how well do you really know him?" "Jimmy? Oh, I told you. I only met him last month when he first got back from Europe." "I thought you said he was in North Africa." "He was. Spent some time in France, too, before he came back to the States." "Uh-huh. And how did he find his way to you?" "I met him in a bar." "Picking up guys in bars, Danny?" "Very cute." "You still a Budweiser man?" "Loyal to the end." "You still going steady with Jack Daniels?" "Ever faithful." Danny laughed. "You think he was looking for you, or was it just a coincidence?" "Looking for me? Oh, I don't think so. We were watching a ball game, talking shit, found out we were both in the Army, started gabbing about it. Save the third degree for him, will you? We'll be there in 10 minutes. "Just curious. Occupational hazard." "I see. New occupation, new hazards. I think I liked you better in the desert." Peters slowed down as they approached an intersection and swung into a left turn that led them onto another two-lane road. It was a narrower stretch than Route 32, but just as quiet, until a sharp crack rang out through the clear morning air. "The hell was that?" Even as Dan asked the question, they heard a second pop, the sound unmistakable. "Gunshots," Sandor replied flatly. "There's no hunting this close to 32, Dan said. "That didn't come from any hunting rifle. Those are low."